This is Wayne here with Tri County Locksmith Service, and we're going to be doing an installation of the alarm lock DL2700-26D. This is a great lock. I've done a review on them. They work good. They work in commercial applications for a long time. It's a nice little lock to set up. So I'm going to do a demo on how to get this thing in. All your paperwork, make sure you give the customer silicone lubricate your electrical settings, or your electrical fittings, card for MasterCards. All this paperwork stuff is good to keep. And then owner's warranty registration, make sure you always give this to the customer and tell them that they need to register their lock. Helps them out with the warranty if there is any issue that arises later. Here's your instructions and programming. Basically what you want to get down to is this, and this is the template. Usually if you're going to be installing a commercial lock on a commercial door, the bottom here should be okay, but the top holes are what you really need to try and make sure we line up here. So we just set that on there like that. You fold it to your specific back set, and in this case it would be this way. So set that on there, make marks, and then drill your holes out. You'll need holes here. It'll be wider this way. You'll need an extra hole here for your wires to go through, and then you're going to have two bolts that come through the top here. So the next thing you want to do is just get out all the stuff. Battery pack. Here's your latch. Pop your latch in. Here's the actual lock itself. This is the holes you drilled for here. And this is the holes you drilled for the wiring case here. So pop this apart. Should be able to do this with pretty much just a couple screwdrivers and some basic hand tools once you have the holes drilled properly. Let's see here. You're going to be looking for your tiny little indent inside here that you're going to poke with this. That's going to release the handle. Like so you'll be able to pop the handle off. You'll be able to pull this off. You have to reach down in there and grab this little clip. I'll show you in just a second. What you're doing is you're reaching down in there and you're depressing this to pop that off. We're going to start with our wires. You're going to have to disconnect these two. And here, there's a little clip. Pops right off. This goes right into there. Shove your wires through here, just like so. And then what we're going to be looking for here is these protrusions on the latch need to go into this part of the lock here. So they need to match up just perfectly. So I'm going to go to bring this in, make sure everything's real close together, real nice and tight. And then slide that in, just like so. So now you can see that this here has engaged the latch, like so. Now what we want to do is that's going to say top, and this is going to have little flanges on it. These little biters are to bite into the wood, so that side goes against the door. The side that says top faces the outside, and obviously top goes to top. So we just slide this on, like so. Actually, we'll put that wire, we'll leave that wire out of it. The wire goes right there, like so. Then you're going to need your screw bag here. Different tail pieces, different applications for that. We'll worry about that later. This is for the battery pack, the latch, the other latch, keys, and back plate. So right now we need to focus on this box. This is another detent tool that they give you right here. That could be used to poke that button. I just happened to save a few of them. So pull our screws out of here. See which ones these want to take. I'm assuming it's the shorter ones here. That will go just like so. Right into there. Assuming our longer ones will be the ones that hold the plate to these two up here. Always do these screws by hand, never use a hand drill. You will cause nothing but problems. These screws are specifically sized and made and designed for these kind of locks. So you really want to make sure that you don't mess them up. Because they're kind of a pain if you got to replace them at the hardware store. Sometimes they may not have exactly what you want. And you can see by the way this one's starting off, it's trying to cross thread, so we had to back it off and now it's going in properly. But if we had been using a hand drill, this one would have already been ruined. There we go. And tighten the top one back up. Just want to get these snug, nothing too crazy, just good and tight. And let's see, push on the back, we can probably get a little more. Okay. See what's happening as it's starting to dig into the wood. Yep. And we're going to get our back plate here. So this is going to tell you how the wiring positioning needs to be. Make sure it looks like what the orange label says on there. Just like that. Pop these screws out here. Wires are going to come through. So the plate is going to look like this. Okay. Yep. These screws here are going to go through to the long protruding ends of the back side of the lock. They're going to have a little Loctite type of stuff smeared on them just to make sure they don't come undone. You can see it there. Put this one on here. Again, it may take a little longer using a hand screwdriver, but it's always a better way to go. And I always like to alternate back and forth too. Just make sure everything's coming together symmetrically. So you're not just pulling one side and stressing one side out and not the other. Okay. Now, what does it look like we need here? Should be. They gave us some silicone in here. There it is right here. Okay. So for the silicone, you're going to want to put this on the electronics. Here's a pocket knife or whatever you got. Pop this open. Let's put a little dab in here. A dab in here. Just like so. You want to reconnect these. Like so. Run that wire up through there. Like so. Then this is going to come on. You will need to, let's see if we need, oh, it cleared it, I think.